Mom.
Hi, baby.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Okay, ready? I'm making a series about sexuality.
Okay.
Actually, more so about my sexuality.
Yours?
Yeah. My name is Vanessa Lengies. I've been acting since I was 7 years old. I am a happy-go-lucky, free spirit who spent my whole life embodying all kinds of characters. But in my real life, I've been struggling with my sexuality. Who am I? I want to take away the fear of talking about sex and sexuality, and I'm going to bear it all. This is my journey.
Hello.
Thank you for bringing the groceries.
How's the show going?
I feel really uncomfortable about it.
What was uncomfortable?
I realize I can't really say much because I feel so frozen in shame most of the time.
Because there's something about yourself that you don't want to reveal?
Yes.
Cheers.
Cheers. To
To what? You tell me.
healing from shame.
Amen.
You want to make one?
To self-love.
Oh, I like it.
But not the physical kind. I got that one covered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what I was going to say is I think like a lot of shame comes from like upbringing and parents. What is that? Do you think that's where it comes from? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, the earliest memories I have of thinking about sex or having any feelings created conflict between me and my parents. I feel like I've felt a lot of shame around sex. I have memories of like us watching movies together and like, you know, you covering my eyes when there was a sex scene or a kiss scene, and that I wasn't allowed to get married until I was 99. Is there anything that you wish you had talked to me about when I was younger around sexuality?
Well, I guess now, after this conversation, I guess I should have.
Where did you get your shame from? Where did your shame come from?
Where does your shame come from? I guess I never felt, maybe it's the opposite of you. I never felt like my parents were the ones that I was like gonna have a problem with it. I think I thought of it like society as a whole. Like, I feel like the first time I realized I was probably gay was I was like 12.
And what happened?
I don't know, I kind of just thought about it to myself and like said it in the mirror to see if it sounded like
Stop. How did you do it? Just looked at like, Telly? I like boys. Was it like that?
I guess so. I think I said I'm gay and then just like tried it on in the
How
mirror.
did it feel?
At the time it felt scary because I was like, uh-oh. Well, it felt
You
right,
were
so it felt scary.
Cute. I just love thinking about little Telly in the mirror.
When you imagine little Telly, does he have a full beard as well? Because everyone tells me when they imagine me as a child,
It's
I'm
true.
fully bearded.
You are.
So what's the goal? Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to get out of this?
I could feel like whole, out and whole.
Out.
It just feels the older I get and the more acting I do, the further I am away from being able to have a reality where I'm open about everything in my life. I know that I am trying desperately to figure out what box I fit into. Like, what is my sexuality? What's the box? Give it to me so that I could get in it, and then I could tell everybody what the box is, and then they'll know, and it'll all feel safe and normal. But then I don't want that because I want to be able to change every day, and I want other people to feel like they can change every day and it's not weird. Like, I have to know that there's a box for me that I can be in approval of before I say there doesn't need to be a box. And then maybe when I figure it out, I'll feel like I can just let the box thing go. Or maybe I never figure it out and I surrender to the fact that accepting myself the way I am without any boxes.
Well, I accept you no matter what, with or without a box.
I love you.
I love you too.
The best. It turns out doing a show on sexuality is a lot harder than we thought. There's a lot of red tape, so today I'm here to meet with a network censor to find out what we can and cannot say and can and cannot show. Hi, Neil.
Hi,
How are you?
nice to be here.
What is SMP?
Broadcast Standards and Practices. We review all programming material with the exception of news.
What's the purpose of SMP?
Well, at the network level, it would be to protect the advertiser. The corporation decides what kind of image they want to have out there, how they want to protect their brand.
Can I say vagina?
Yes.
Can I say
No.
Can I say penis?
Yes.
Can I say
No.
Can I say
No. I think what we want to do is always take a step back and just say butt.
Can I say butt?
No. Too much detail.
Can I say starfish?
I don't know what that means
Okay.
in slang.
It's slang for butt, I think. I want to make this show so that we can break through this stigma about talking about sex and to have people feel really comfortable and confident and good about their sexuality, however it may look. It's hard to do that when there are so many things that I can't say and show.
I think you can still tell your story within the bounds and limitations. I think there's always a way to do that.
Fair. We'll find a way.
Okay.
I wanted to start my journey by talking to a professional about what my sexuality looks like. So I'm going to see a somatic sexologist. I feel like I've been anticipating this for a long time. I have no idea what I'm going to find out about myself, which is probably the most scary. I'm nervous to talk honestly about my sexuality. I think that's the biggest hurdle.
Hi, welcome.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So come on in.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
So I'm Jaya, and I'm a somatic sexologist.
What does that mean? Somatic sexologist.
So I have a specialized license which allows me to do more of a hands-on approach. So I'm going to look more into the body, so I can do hands-on touch. And I'm teaching you about sex. So I'm really an educator around who you are as a sexual being, but I'm doing it from what not just your mind says, but also what your body has to say.
We had a meeting with the standard and practices people about how much can be shown and not shown. Can I show my stomach like that much?
Sure.
How about that much?
That's good.
What about
Too much.
I've been able to read kind of what's going on in the body by how the body responds to different kinds of touch. And so I noticed all these different patterns and created a system to, one, uncover what those patterns were and to define what your blueprint is. I already know what blueprint you are. I can just tell by how your body's responding. Kinky is the blueprint where you're turned on by the taboo. It's anything that is outside of your own personal box. It's the thing that is it pushes edges. And the shadow side of that is a lot of shame. I'm weird, I'm wrong, I'm broken, something's wrong with me because I like these things. There isn't anything wrong with someone who is kinky. And a lot of people look for something wrong with them.
But it's, if I do it, if I think about it, if people know about it, it's not okay.
So my question is, why do you want to change it instead of honoring it or feeding it or loving it?
If sexuality is here, what's blocking me from really owning it or experiencing it or realizing it is shame.
Mm-hmm. Great. So one thing I'm going to keep asking you to do. Yeah. Are you getting hot?
Yeah. I feel very hot.
Okay, good. And those are signs of shame.
Oh, great.
Getting hot, nausea, noticing what your signs of shame are.
I have felt my whole life that wanting sex was not okay. I've just felt broken. That's the main thing. It was there's something wrong with me. I don't like that there is arousal when I don't feel like I chose it. I don't like it. I don't like it. It feels like something has control over me, and I don't get a say in it.
I think that there's a lot of power in sexuality, and in it there's a lot of freedom. So let me give you a reframe.
Great. About time, 30 years later.
One of my commitments is to living an orgasmic life.
One of my commitments, am I supposed to repeat you? I hope so, because I just got
Do it.
One of my commitments is to live an orgasmic life.
And living an orgasmic life means I don't have to do anything with my turn on. I can just be turned on.
I feel guilty because I got all these people to put together a documentary so that I could get to that place. One of my biggest questions has been about my gender. I don't really identify with the person that I see, even in the mirror sometimes. Something doesn't fit. If I were to do drag,
You gonna perform, Vanessa?
oh my fucking God. Are you seeing this? Thank you so much for watching. Taboo stuff is hard to talk about, so if you feel like it, share below some things that you have trouble talking about with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe so that you can have all the updates on all the videos.